just another little walkabout video. This is for my lovely cousin Barbara Fletcher. Fodor, when she got married, she became a Fodor. But she was a Fletcher girl, went to Canada. I don't know if she ever bumped into or knew of Elon Musk's mum, May, who was a Fletcher. Her family were from Lincolnshire. But like Barbara, she was born in Canada. They might have even known each other. Do you know what I mean? Because Barbara was a few years older than me. I think May's not far off me, or she might be a bit older. I can't remember now. But this is for my cousin Barbara and her family, the Fletchers. They've got different names, of course, over the years through marriages and that. But the Fletchers who came from London, my Fletchers came from London when they left for Canada, but they might have easily have come from Suffolk, Cambridgeshire and Lincolnshire and Norfolk. Very easily, or even further up country. People moved around quite a lot looking for work in the olden days. But I share the Fletchers, of course. Barbara and I have common ancestors. Thomas Fletcher and Jane Yardley. We've got quite rich connections in many, many ways, Barbara and I. And she used to follow me on these walks here. But I never got in the church. But I almost feel that Barbara's here. Because she used to like walking with me. Like when she wasn't with me, she still used to follow my walks. And I just think to myself, you're here today, Barbara. I've brought you into the church where your ancestors were baptized, married, buried. And I will look into who they were specifically, because I haven't done it for a long time, so I can't remember. But this church is attached to the manor. A lot of churches were. If you think about Dulham, up in Suffolk, which where my ancestors, the Stutvilles, have big memorials inside the church. My Sir Martin Stuttville, my Thomas Stuttville and others. And they had the manor, and the church and the graveyard were within the manor. So, yeah, I'm just having this walk around because I don't know when I'll visit again. I'm very glad I've been able to visit. Very glad for you and your family, and I can share this to them. Some of them still doubt their Somerset connection because, as I've said, spellings were not always very clear in the past. But dates of birth were usually accurate, and travelling documents usually accurate, which is what I have investigated and found and verified. So I know, Barbara, that your ancestors were from here. I'm confident because of the work I've done and the verification. The Hales, the Stalls, and lots of other connected names through marriages. But I haven't done it for a while, so I can't remember everything. I'm going to go have a look around the churchyard again in a minute. So, it's turned out to be a lovely day today, and this was spontaneous coming today. I sort of thought of it. I did pass my mind, shall I take that little path up through the wood, go to the church of St. Michael and Holy Angel, or is it St. Michael and Holy Angel? Let me check. Parish Church. St. Michael and All Angels. Yeah, St. Michael and All Angels. They've got a children's trail and an adult's trail, and also a pilgrim's trail with readings for those who would like to ponder or meditate at different points. If you enjoy following the trail, would you like to make a donation towards the upkeep and running of the church? And there we've got a Saxon cross, by the way. This Saxon cross was dug up in the churchyard here in 1865 and placed here in 1904. So this has been a place of worship for many, many years. But I have one of those as well. Right, I'm just going to put these little things in my bag and see if I can find some money to put in the pot. Yeah. Right then, so I'm going to go outside and do the graveyard now. It's suddenly gone a bit dull and I haven't brought the umbrella. There's no candles for me to light, but I'd like to say I attended my great-grandson's birthday celebrations on Saturday. I haven't seen a lot of him, it's true, but the thing is, I've always kept in touch online, on Facebook, and things like that, you know. I'm his great-grandmother. He's got lots of support around him with his grandparents on both sides. And my granddaughter has got lots of support. I'm very glad for her. One of his other great-grandmothers died this year. Oh, his grandfather's mother died, his paternal grandfather. So there's another great-grandmother. It was at the party. Not sure if there's any more around. I don't think there are. But it's a lovely church. I might split the video actually. But it says, "Oh, make a prayer when you come in." I think this sums up a lot for me. For a prayer, love and peace. And they've got two little cats, Binky and Toots. And I think that's very nice. I like that. I like that. It's very nice indeed. Right, over and out. I'm just hoping it's not going to rain. But like I said, I'm not far if I want to go back. If it started to really change now, I could go back. Anyway, I'm going to walk around the church. Just have a quick look at the graveyard. Just in case we see anything. It's a long time ago. There is a Lovering Lovell over here. Robert John Wood over there. It's a nice blue sky at the moment. It's like a Rapunzel tower, doesn't it, really, this one? You can go up in the tower. That must be of the Lord of the Manor there, I would have thought. That big one there, don't you? Yeah, you can't go round it, because what it is it backs into the manor house, you see. Backs into the manor house here. So you can't go round it. Like I said, they've got the old Saxon stone inside, which would have come from a cross at one point. So we just have a little wander to see if there's anything turns up. Like I said, just look, it might have rained when I was in there even. Fowls. Adams, that's right, the Adams family. Remember that? I can't remember seeing any graves here, but we might have found some more names since then in the tree, and they'd be written down somewhere. But I can't remember there being. God, look at that stone there, look. February 1622, look. Wow, it's old, isn't it? That's one of the oldest ones I've ever seen, I think. 1622, my God. I suppose they still did put stones down then. At the mason's mark there. Well, it means something, that does anyway. There's another old one there, footstones. Oh, this is the big plot for the Leecrofts, Edward. Lots of Edwards along there, look. Yeah, this is their big. They would have had metal rails in it at one time. They took a lot of those out to melt them down in the war for weaponry. Yeah, it's ages since I've been here. Yeah, the Adams. I remember the Adams. Definitely. The Adams family. I remember that quite well. If we go up here, I can take some photos. Yeah, it's a dear little church, isn't it, really? Dear little church this is. Right, I'm going to turn off a minute, take photo.